Well, hi everyone. Okay, you all should have a worksheet like this. I miscopied these, so I'm going to go on the back of this, and I'll have you do the same. We're going to be spending a few days on factoring, just reviewing some of the factoring that we need to do. And then we'll solve quadratic equations by factoring later on next week. So right now, if I'm factoring, and it's the form a is 1, it's ax squared plus bx plus c. A is going to be 1 on all these that we're going to do. Let's just do some examples. And the first one I'll have us factor is x squared plus 11x plus 30. Now, if you're good at factoring, you have a technique that works, great. And you stay with it if it's consistent and it's working and it's sound. I'm not going to mess that up or mess that up for you or have you go from that. I want you to stay with what works. So, first one I have is x squared plus 11x plus 30. Now, a lot of times when I factor now, I'm going to just draw a big X here, and here is my C value, here's my B value. I need two numbers that are going to multiply to the C value, which in this case is 30, and add to the B value, in this case is 11. Now, go through your multiplication tables or something. If I do 6 and 5, 6 times 5 is 30, and 6 plus 5 is 11. So in order to factor this, I'll put the x's in front. X times x is x squared. So I'm kind of creating a FOIL problem is what I'm doing. That's what we're taking this expression and making it a multiplication problem. So, and then if I go plus 6 and plus 5, you'll notice that first is x squared, outside is 5x, inside is 6x, and last is 30. So it adds to 5 and 6, it adds to the 11x, and it multiplies, the 6 times 5 multiplies to 30. When we find those numbers, we will have our answer here. So I just did this kind of to show and to check a little bit. My next example, I'm going to factor x squared minus 2x minus 24. Now this time, I need two numbers that are going to multiply to negative 24. They're going to add to negative 2. The negative 24 and the negative 2 here. I'm already going to go ahead and just put those x's in front. You need to think of things like 12 times 2. That's not gonna work. 8 times 3. 3. I'm looking kind of for a difference of 2, and I'm getting a difference of 5 here. Now 6 times 4, a difference of 2. 6 times 4, one of these has got to be negative, and then it's got to add to negative 2. And I think if I go negative 6 and positive 4 here, I'm going to have what I need. So that is factored. Let's factor x squared minus 15x plus 54. Okay, I need it to multiply to 54. I need it to add to negative 15. The two numbers that I choose here to fill in here and here. I know, like 27 times 2, that's not going to add to 15. I'm remembering though my multiplication table is 9 times 6, but that's positive 15. That's positive 54. I need negative 15, and a negative times a negative will add up to negative 15, and it'll multiply to positive 54. So I got that one factored. Let's factor let's see. Here we go. 3x squared plus 12x minus 63. Okay, well this time, this is the form we're looking at, but I have a common factor of 3. 3 goes into 12, 3 goes into 3, 3 goes into 12. 3 also goes into 63. So I'm going to pull that 3 outside, get that GCF out there. And 3 times 4, that's 12. So 3 times 4x is 12x. And 3 times 21 is 63. Now, I'm going to factor just this part of it. Leave the 3 out here. 3 is factored out already. What multiplies to negative 21 and adds to 4. Negative 21, that's 7 times 3. I want it to add to 4. Multiplying negative 21 means one of these has to be negative, so I'm going to make this one negative. Because when I add 7 and negative 3, I'm going to get positive 4. So I'm going to go x plus 7 and x minus 3. That would give me that. And then if I multiply each of them by 3, that will give me that. So, got that factored completely there. I'm going to do one more. X squared plus 12x minus 30. All right. Multiplies to negative 30, adds to 12. Let's see. 6 times 5. That's not going to work. 6 times 5 is, and one of them has to be negative, so that difference is not going to be 12. Let's try 10 times 3. Now, 10 plus 3 is 13, not 12, but one of them needed to be negative anyway, and that's not going to work. 15 times 2. 15 times 2 does 30, and if I make this one negative, 15 and negative 2 make 13, not 12. I think I only have one more shot, and that would be 30 times 1, and one of them negative. That's not going to add up. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is not factorable. We don't have two integers that will multiply to negative 30 and also at the same time add to 12 like we did on these other ones. So sometimes that's the case. It's not factorable. All right. What I need you to do is just practice with this page, numbers 1 through 26, and turn that in to the teacher at the end of the period. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend.